The first two games of the Thunderbirds franchise, they've actually been pretty good. We're 2-0. You guys saw the week 1 victory. In week number 2, that was a simulated game, and we beat the Dolphins 19-13. But before we jump into week number 3, we've got to make sure we sign one of our big guys before he becomes a free agent at the end of the season. Now, Charles Clay, he's 30 years of age, but he's a big part of this team. He's one of the few Buffalo Bills that survived the purge that it basically did. So we need to make sure we sign him. He's looking for about $12 million or so over the course of 4 years. He's an 80 overall. We're going to give him, oh, he actually wants more than that. Just kidding. He wants $19.8 million over 4 years. That's still about less than $5 million a year. I think he's worth it. We're going to make him even better with this young quarterback. So, Charles Clay, please sign this deal. He wants more money. So with Charles Clay wanting more money, I need to know from you guys, should we actually give him more money? I'm inclined to say yes, but I need feedback from you guys down below in the comments. We also have Shaq Lawson, Chris Ivory. I think Chris Ivory is the guy we're going to end up letting go. Andre Holmes, and then after that, it really just gets a little bare, to be honest. And after a big first 2 weeks for Tre'Davious White, we've got an opportunity to go ahead and upgrade him. So for Tre'Davious, we can do man-to-man, slot, or zone. I run a lot more zone than I do man, and that's part of our scheme, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and increase his zone coverage. He's a 90 overall. He's an 89 overall in zone. He goes +3 to awareness, +1 to press, tackle, and zone coverage. And one of the last things I want to show you guys before we jump into a game is the draft class. Now again, I'm using the AFDC draft class. We use number 1 for the first year, obviously, and then here in number 2, we're using AFDC 2. If you search that for the keyword in your draft class, you should be able to find it. I think it's on both consoles. But we've got a good left tackle to start. We scouted him. We see Cameron Backus here as well, a really good defensive tackle, and as you guys know, we're kind of struggling there. Marquenzi Witness is like a pretty good power back, but I don't really care because we have our running back of the future, and maybe that'll change by the end of the year. Markeith Minnick is a left outside linebacker I want to target. Shane Way could be a really good left end. Kyrie Walker, I need more help at corner. Got to get a little bit younger there. Another good left tackle here. As for my draft picks, as you can see in the left-hand side, we have the 14th overall pick, the 22nd overall pick. Those are projections, so mind you, that could change. But we have at least 2 first-round picks. In round number 2, we should be able to clean up with 3 second-round draft picks. Then we have 1 third, a 4th, and a 6th rounder. So not as many draft picks as last year, especially the first round, but we should still be fine this year. But as I kind of go through this really quick, I'm just going to pan through some of the big positions. I want to know from you guys, like, what should my focus be this year in the draft? On the left-hand side, you can see kind of the offensive side, and then you can see the defensive side. On defense, we're actually pretty good. I mean, defensive tackle, left outside linebacker, middle linebacker, those are our big holes. Outside of that, we have good young talent pretty much everywhere. But here again, we're panning through kind of the draft. You can see everyone that's available. A couple of guys here in the second round that are all in our scheme. But again, we have a really good right end that I don't know, we need to take one of those guys. Left outside linebacker, again, is a position of need. Middle linebacker we could probably go with, but I do want to spend some time at corner. We might lose a couple of these guys at some point, and there's some guys here with Hunter, Bradford. So, I mean, look at all these guys that are in our scheme. We should be okay to pick a corner this year, too, at least 1, if not 2. But again, give me some feedback. Where should I focus in the draft? Welcome back to the city of Toronto today. We got a rainy one. A little bit later this season, it's probably going to be a snow game, but it is what it is. We are here. We are facing the Patriots, and look, I'm feeling good. A lot of you guys have given me feedback over the past few videos to say, look, we want to see Z Alston getting some playing times. You'll see Z Alston a little bit today. And a lot of you guys have also said you want to see the all-black uniforms. If we get 1,000 likes in this video, I will drop a video soon featuring the all-black uniforms as you guys absolutely want them. So we got a rain game, a little adversity right now for the Thunderbirds. What will our young rookie quarterback, our young rookie running back, and the rest of our team do? Now, for some reason, Ty Montgomery's in the game, and you saw how that worked. So we had Montgomery in the game, we lost a yard. Let's see what happens when we have Royster in the game and run a pretty similar play. Max is gonna take in the shotgun, hands it off, and we lost 2 yards instead of 1. So with 3rd down and 13, we have no choice but to basically go to the passing game because the running game has no chance of working. Maddox has got to save us now. Looking for something. He's got a guy moving. It's gonna be a tight one. Charles Clay may have just blocked that one from being picked off, so thank you, Charles Clay. So far, we've seen how the offense has responded. Let's check out the defense and see what they're doing. Now, Trevor Siemian is the quarterback for the Patriots. No longer Tom Terrific anymore. Trying to get a little pressure there. Quick little dump off here, but Dwayne Allen and the backup tight end gets the first down. Now, one guy we got to be worried about today is Braxton Berrios. He's a 1-year guy for the Patriots, and last week, he had 7 catches for 126 yards. And can we watch out for James White real quick? He's killing me at the moment. 2nd and 2. See if we can stop the Patriots now. They're locked in at the moment. Trevor Siemian doing what he can, and they're going to run it up the middle, but James White slips through the defense, and James White is going to go 42 yards to the house. Everything hurts. So the Patriots came out pretty strong there, and that obviously wasn't exactly how we had that drawn up. I think it's both on offense and defense, that's not exactly how we had it drawn up. So we're going to see if we can do a little bit better here. We're feeling a lot of pressure, and I don't blame Maddox for getting rid of that one. Right now, the Pats are feeling pretty good. They've shut us down, and we haven't completed a single pass at this point. Quick little dump off here. This time is Zay Jones. Zay Jones is maybe going to get it first. That's going to be close. Now, we don't get the hometown spot, which means that we have to earn this one like everyone else. So 3rd and inches. Come on, refs. You got to help us out a little bit. We'll hand it off to Royster. Royster's going to get a big carry here. He's going to truck through a guy. He's going to get down at the 47 for 5 yards. So I guess technically that run was 7 yards because he lost 2 yards on his very first carry. Now, I'm a little nervous about them bringing a guy in the box. Hopefully we can get it off in time. The little run here. Royster going through the middle, and Royster says, I'm going to get about 9. 2nd and inches now. Maddox, to my knowledge, has not completed a pass yet, so we want to try to fix that. This man's out here running for his life. Can someone help Demetrius Maddox? The answer is no. No one really blocked for Demetrius Maddox. I feel pretty bad for him. The running game is blocked somewhat decent in this drive. The passing game has been atrocious. Man had to run for his life. Couldn't really dump that one off. And he's back at it here, and look at Devontae Royster. That's why you get yourself a big bruising back like that. Another first down. We're seeing a struggle in the passing game, and we haven't really seen it, so it's, again, adversity for our young rookie quarterback who almost had that one picked off. 2nd and 10. We got to find a way to get Eli Rogers involved, too, because he's our best receiver by far, and he hasn't touched the rock yet. Now, Maddox decides to go deep here. He throws one to Kroom, who has it knocked away at the 1. So here we are, 3rd and 10. Maddox has thrown about 6 passes, and he's completed 1 of them for 10 yards. So I'm slightly nervous about how things are going for him. 3rd and 10. Got a guy open this time. Looks like it's going to be Alston. Alston, he fumbles it. Z. Alston simultaneously gets his first catch and his first career fumble. That was a bittersweet moment, man. I mean, you get the young guy the ball, you let him get an open space, and he forgets to take care of it. Maybe he surprised himself a little bit there. Now, a big hit there by Smith in the backfield on James White. To me, this shows that we have to make sure our defense is playing a lot better. If the defense steps up, maybe the offense gets a little bit better, but as of right now, this is not going to be a high-scoring game for our offense. And that better be a holding penalty on the Patriots, because I'm pretty sure I saw it happen. And just like we saw it, it's going to be holding on them. 2nd and 20 now for the pass after that beautiful holding penalty call. Simeon's in shotgun. Watching the guy, a nice little out route there to Hogan, but he gets it dislodged. All right, 3rd and 20. The defense so far in this drive has done really well 2 times, but it's not about doing it 2 times. It's about doing it 3. So we're going to see if we can watch back. Make Simeon throw it underneath and make a guy do something in an open field. Now he's going to throw an out route here to Barrios, the guy we told you about, but it's well short of the first down marker. They're going to punt. I don't know if the offense is asleep or what really happened, but we've got to wake up on this drive, and we got to do it quick. Now, a little pass here. Royster going to catch that one. He's going to get a first down. I think a goal of mine in this drive is to not make Maddox do anything too crazy. Just let him kind of cook. And oh, wait a second. We got a guy going deep. It's Eli Rogers. He's running. And it's a step past him. If that ball hung for just one more split second, it's a touchdown. Unfortunately, it didn't hang for that extra split second, and we're not going to get it. Now, Maddox says, look, I'm taking matters in my own hands. I'm going to slide, nearly get killed. But he got the first down. We're seeing some progress now. Maddox is stretching the field a little bit. Running game has looked solid, and then obviously we saw him run a little bit there too. Now he's got a guy. He's going to try and get it to him, but it's nearly picked off, I think, by Gilmore. On 2nd down, we're going to go right back to the running game. We've seen some pretty good success there. We want to try to keep it going, and Royster says, don't mind me. I'm going to get about 6 or 7. So we had an incompletion on 1st down, but now, here we go, 3rd and short. Maddox again in shotgun. They're leaving the middle of the field wide open. The young fella says, let me go ahead and run real quick. Safety first, though, and he slides at the 11. Look, Demetrius Maddox is not a guy that is known for running. He can run. He's fast, he's quick, but he prefers to carve you up with his arm. Now, I'm not going to be mad at him running as long as he's safe like that. Now, pitch out here to Royster. He's going to try to do something, but instead he goes backwards. 2nd and 13 after Royster loses that yard there again. Need to get something on the board. Some points for sure. Pass across the middle goes to Rogers, who holds on to it, and we're down at the 5. We've got an opportunity to score here. No receiver has scored a receiving touchdown outside of Eli Rogers this season. Will that change here on 3rd down and 3? There's pressure. There's a guy across the middle. It's Jones. Zay Jones is in the end zone, baby. We have got some points on the board. Take that, Patriots. So the Patriots have the ball on the 37. It's about 3:35 left in the game. Under center, they're going to try to hand this ball off. We had the right idea. We just couldn't get to James White. The dude is fast, and he's elusive. 2nd and 4 now. Try and get that pressure on Simeon, make him a little nervous. Quick little pass to Gronk. We hit him hard, but he still hauls it in. So far, Trevor Siemian's about 6 for 8, about 60 or so yards. He hasn't really thrown the ball a ton, and that's why they only have 7 points. I mean, they had that miracle run early, and outside of that, they haven't really done much on us. 3rd and 12. A lot of pressure on Trevor Siemian right now. Our defense is ready to go. Watching these quick little underneath routes. Siemian's going to throw it out to Gronk, who is not going to be close to a first down. They're punting this one. Oh, wait a second. They're actually going to kick a field goal, so we're going to go ahead and drop Poyer all the way back and hope that we can field it and pull an Auburn against, was it Alabama, and running back all the way for a touchdown. Let me know in the comments if I was wrong on that. Was it Auburn versus Alabama? Oh, okay, we got it. This could be history. Poyer's trying to get out. These offensive linemen are so fast. How are you this fast? The spin move. Okay. We got tackled by the kicker. Yeah. What an unreal time. You get out in the open field, you feel like you're about to do something crazy, and then you get tackled by the kicker. Could have been a memorable play, but instead it's just going to be made fun of when everyone watches film for the next 2 weeks. Now Rodgers is going up. Rodgers with a miracle catch. He bobbled it. He caught it. He got both feet down. That's his 5th receiving touchdown of the season. He was worth the trade, everyone. He was worth it. One more look at here. What a toss-up by Maddox. I mean, it got bobbled, and then he said, look what I found, coach. Look what wearing his signature, different colored cleats. He got the touchdown. One more look at it. Oh, yeah, no challenge in that one. Now, Coach Turner's happy because we just made an unbelievable play. You can't really coach that, man. That's just skill. That's why we traded for Eli Rogers. Trying to get some pressure on Siemian. Siemian's going to throw it underneath, and we stop him. Minute 20 left. Again, they're back in the hurry up. We're going to drop it a little bit back. They're going to throw it out to the flats. We're going to see if we can get Hogan, and we keep him in bounds. I'm not going to front. I'm really nervous. The Patriots might walk in the field and tie this ball game up. So we're going to try and get a turnover or something. Good play action fake. Watch in the middle. Got a guy dragging across. Siemian's going deep. We got a guy here in Poyer. Poyer gets it. Poyer, can you return this one? You didn't return the field goal. Can you return this one? Oh, he's literally out of stamina. So what a first half, man. That catch by Eli Rogers was somewhat of a miracle, and I'm happy about that. But Jordan Poyer has been playing well on defense. I need everyone else to step it up, keep the pressure on them, so we can extend this lead in the second half and walk out of here with the W. So that first half was an interesting one, to put it simply. Maddox had some good moments. He had a miracle catch that obviously he got bailed out a little bit with his wide receiver, but he wasn't as strong as I wanted him to be. But honestly, I think my beef is more with the offensive line than it is with Maddox or really anyone else in this team. Now, quick little pass here to Zay Jones. Zay Jones is going to catch that one-handed, and he got the first down. That's what Coach Turner wants to see. Good little offense, some smart plays, some smart passes. Now, if the running game can get going, offensive line, we might be in a better seat. Now, run up the middle, and Royster had nowhere, and I mean nowhere to run. We struggled to get that guy going in the first half, and I think it might be continuing here in the second half as well. We kind of had the fullback wide open, kind of wanted to test that, but Maddox says, I'm going to go ahead and run. Whoa, ref. Can we get a late hit? So we got a 3rd down and 3. Maddox got us a good chunk of yards, but it's not enough for the first down, obviously. So we got to make sure we can get something going here. We're going to put him there. We're going to put Zay Jones on the street so he can clear out that zone a little bit. Maddox drops back, feels a little safe. He's got a guy open. He's going to throw underneath to Charles Clay, who smartly gets down, and we got the first down. And that was a big first down, and with 5 minutes left here in the third quarter, I think it's time to put the pedal to the metal a little bit. So we're going to go to the running game. Royster's looking to find some room, but just has no one to block for him. We're going to move Maddox under center. A little bit of pressure here. He's actually got a chance at a deep route. We're going to throw it over top, and Rogers hauls it in. What a beautiful play, Maddox to Rogers. I know that Maddox is a tall quarterback, and that's beneficial and everything. I get it, but his rapport, I mean, the chemistry he has between him and Eli Rogers, for two guys that are just starting out in the NFL, it's incredible. It could be legendary even. Now, a pass across the middle was not the best in the world, and we're lucky it just got batted down. After the incompletion, we're going to look to get things going a little bit more on the running game, and, okay, Royster cut up smartly, but no one, and I mean no one, is blocking for him. That was a loss of 1 on that play. We've got 3rd down, 11 yards to go. Now, what are we going to do here? We got Alston in the game. We got Rogers down on the edge. Jones and Curley both on the streak routes here. Maddox sees a lot of time here. He's going to try to scramble. He's going to try to get out to the edge. Probably could have got to the edge a little bit quicker, but we still are in field goal range. Should be an easy one. But the touchdown, it escaped us. And as much as I want to go for it, I know that it doesn't make the most sense. So we're going to smartly take the points, extend the lead, and make it a 2-score game. Now, the Patriots know third quarter's coming to a close, almost in the 4th quarter. They need some points, so they're going to probably pass it a lot more this drive. Only 1 yard there on that pass to Gronkowski. The blitz is coming through. Edmonds nearly had him, and uh-oh, Chris Hogan's running wild. This could be bad. Gaines are going to chase him down. He's a little bit faster than him. But that was too big of a gain, if you ask me. A minute and a half left. Coach Turner says, look, we were doing so good. And then we gave up a big pass to, of all people, Chris Hogan. Trying to get some pressure here on James White, who's just running wild on us right now. We stop him. And they're seeing some, progression here with James White. So they're obviously going to try to go back to him. And they do. We get him, but still they got 3 and they're almost at a first again. Third down. About a yard to go. Third quarter's coming to a close. I would imagine they're going back to Mr. James White here. Or a quick pass across the middle. Now they go to White. We got him. But it's a little bit too late as he gets the first down. This is the first red zone opportunity the Pats has seen, I think, in a long time, or maybe the entire game. I mean, that touchdown they had with James White was obviously a long run, so we'll see what they can do here. Now, that blitz was dialed up perfectly. We got through. They weren't expecting it. We saw the halfback draw coming, and, well, they paid the price. But all of a sudden, someone moved. I don't know if it was us or if it was them. Let's find out. 2nd and 9 now. We're going to bring the line of scrimmage up a little bit or pinch the line some. Throw one out to the edge to Hogan, who got a beautiful catch at the 5. The passing game for the Pats is looking too good at the moment. 7 minutes left here in the ball game. They're trying to get right here. We're going to blitz right across the middle. Let's Trevor Siemian know if you're going to throw it, you got to throw it through our guys. We're actually going to run it instead. White is going to go through, but what a touchdown-saving tackle by Micah Hyde. 2nd and goal. We need a miracle right now. We got to stop them from scoring a touchdown. Blitz is coming. He throws it up, and not even Gronk can get to that one. Here we go. 1 yard line. They're in shotgun. 3rd and goal. Kind of awkward to be in shotgun, assuming they're going to pass out of that. The pressure's coming, and Gronk reaches behind him and grabs it. It's about to be a 3-point game. I feel like most people probably thought that was going to be a run, even out of shotgun, and it was not. So we obviously paid the price, but if we don't get the running game going with this offensive line, we're going to pay the price big time. And honestly, as much as I want to push the tempo with the run game, I know that we have to pass it because the run game is going to fail me. And so is the offensive line. On 3rd down so far, we're 5 for 10. So this is about a 50% chance for us to actually get it to work. Now we got a guy wide open. Who are we going to see? Z Alston, the fastest player on our team. He gets caught by old man Devin McCourty. You got to be kidding me. But that was big. That was a huge conversion. We're now on the right side of the 50. And if the running game can, finally work, I think we'll be good. But no, it's never going to work. 2nd and 9. Again, we're in attack mode a little bit. I know the passing game is probably not the smartest thing in the world, but we're going to go ahead and keep doing it. If they're leaving Charles Clay wide open, who stayed in bounds, and we're down inside the red zone. There's nothing more than I want than Devontae Royster to finally get some blocks so he can run. He's a power back. He's not ultra elusive at this point in his career, and this has been the worst game of his NFL career by far so far, and it's not going to get better anytime soon. And we're going to try to mix things up a little bit. One play we have not run is the halfback screen. I'm anxious to see if it works for him at all. They have a magnet on that guy. This is the biggest moment of the game right now. 3rd and 12. We got to convert. We're sending in some extra blitzes. We got a guy wide open in our running back. He's going to catch that one. It's Ty Montgomery. And he fell down. So this makes things interesting. We're going to have a 6-point lead, assuming the field goal goes in. A touchdown by the Patriots with 2:12 left wins the game. We might be in trouble. I also fully understand that there's a level of blame that goes on Demetrius Maddox there. He didn't really get the throw out on time or in a position where Montgomery could catch it and keep running, but you can't fall down. Of all things, you can't fall down, but you can get a sack there. Big play. We don't really talk about Shane Ray too much. He's kind of the forgotten free agent signing, but what a play by Shane Ray there to get a sack on 1st down. Dropping him for a loss of 7, mind you. I mean, that's the biggest part of that. Going across the middle, we're going to see the ball dislodge against McGreary. What a play. 3rd down, 17 yards to go. This is obviously 4-down territory for the Patriots. They do have 3 timeouts, but I don't know if they'd be comfortable punting it. We'll see what they think, though. A lot of decisions for Belichick to make. This ball's going to be thrown deep. We got White going off there, and White is going to get it. Tre'Davious White, our #1 corner, making a top-tier play. That was huge. That was huge. We're not out of the game yet because they still have 3 timeouts. So 1:50 left. I obviously want to run the ball, but they're obviously destroying us in the running game. But look at this. Royster finally out in the open. If there's a flag on the play, someone's running extra laps at practice. Who's running laps? Charles Clay. You're running laps, big fella. So now we have 1st and 9. I don't know if that's by design or what the heck happened, but we have 1st and 9. So we're going to run the ball, obviously. The outside has been open the last 2 plays. It wasn't open early in the game, and Royster gets the first while staying in bounds. That's a heads-up play. Look, for a guy who has been struggling the entire game, he was under 35 yards on almost 20 carries the entire game. Those were big plays on the last 2 drives. Oh, he's back up through the middle again. Maybe the middle is just not open for him. The outside wasn't open earlier, but we'll see what happens next. 1 second down and 8. I feel like we got to run it again. Now Maddox switches the side of the play. Going to the right-hand side instead. This one's actually going to be even more open. You're going to see Royster keep his body in bounds. And another 10 to 12 yard gain. I like it. I mean, all in all, Maddox and Royster combined, we're probably close to 100 yards rushing on the day, which is good as a team, but I was expecting Royster just to go ham on this squad. And look, maybe the outside should have been the entire game because for whatever reason, he is going off right now. But you guys saw when we tried to run the ball outside earlier, they completely destroyed us. So I don't really know what's happening. Maybe the offensive line finally feels inspired with the game on the line. Another run here. Royster goes through, carrying a guy and getting the much needed first down. This should be the last run of the game. All Royster has to do is hold on to the rock. He decides to run out to the left-hand side. Royster's going to keep it moving. Royster's got a guy there, and Royster gets down at the 2. We're going for that touchdown for the young fellow. Look, this dude was struggling all game long. I need his confidence to be high. I am not going to let him go ham like he is in these last couple of plays, only to deny him a touchdown. No. We're going to give him an opportunity here. Royster goes up. Royster is in. We're going to walk out of here with a W. Devonta Royster, you deserve that touchdown, young fella. So that is going to seal the deal. The Patriots, coach, you can tell, pretty salty. But our team, we're pretty happy. Now, this game didn't start amazing for Maddox, but he picked things up. 13 to 23, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, and not a single turnover. Trevor Siemian, I'll do him a favor and not read those stats. On the ground, Devonta Royster had a game that had bust written all over, but in the end of the game, we needed him the most. He picked it up, found some running lanes on the outside, and 25 for 94 and 1 touchdown. I'll take that. Rob Gronkowski was the best guy in the air today. He had 5 for 32 and 1 touchdown. Eli Rogers had a miracle catch, 3 for 78 and 1 touchdown. And then we even saw our guy Zay Jones get in the end zone too, which is good because he's the only guy outside of Eli Rogers to get a receiving touchdown for us. On defense, we had a tie between Shane Ray and Preston Smith and Micah Hyde, all with 5 tackles today. But I want to talk about 1, Shane Ray having that big sack, but 2, Jordan Poyer and Tre'Davious White. 2 big interceptions by 2 big-time players. Even though the box score might say 28 to 14, that game was a whole lot closer than a lot of people are going to realize. But still, Demetrius Maddox played much better in the second half. Devonta Royster showed up that he was clutch when we needed him to be. And Eli Rogers had a miracle catch. But I'm proud of the defense for stepping up when we needed them the most. But hopefully we can keep that going because the undefeated streak, I don't know how long it's going to last, but I'm here for the journey.